Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for joining us for this video. Hopefully you guys love this view. Actually out here in Dallas visiting for the holidays from Laguna Beach. Listen, I know a lot of you guys are business owners, and I'm going to give you what we deal with most of the business owners that come to us when they are looking for capital. And so here's what I deal with on a daily basis. Someone has started out a business a couple of years ago, and it could be any kind of business, but this applies to realtors, this applies to you insurance agents, anybody that starts a traditional business. And the interesting thing is, for those who are successful, they drive it up to about 1 to 5 million in sales. They come to us to raise more capital. And the interesting thing is I feel more like a psychotherapist than I feel like someone who's actually able to help them. Because guess what their biggest pains is? Every time I'm dealing with them, here's what we're discussing. They come up to me and they go, hey Alex, I joined this business for the idea of getting free, and here I am, it's 3 years later. I have a lot of debt on the table. I need to raise more capital to keep my company going. I got 30 to 50 employees, and I just got to deal with, I can't let go of the business now. And the whole reason why I actually became free was because the whole reason why I got into business in the first place was to become free. So I could be able to spend more time with my family, be able to build a business where I got time freedom and do all the things that they love to do. So for those of you in a traditional business, I know you guys can relate to this. I think we all truly get into business for the idea of being able to get free time freedom. But then what ends up happening, you build a business, and if you're lucky enough to be part of the top 5% that builds a company that's got 7 figures or more, you're then dealing with employees, hassles, products, all kinds of things that really was not the idea why you got into business in the first place. Why did you get in the idea in the first place? Was time freedom. You wanted to spend time with your family. You wanted to be able to do what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. That's the whole idea why we all get into business. And yet now here you are stuck with this, and you feel like you got the obligation, and you got carrying the entire burden of everybody in your back. Your kids are now in school. You got to basically pay. You've got family to feed. Everyone's depending on you, and the money that you're making, you can't quit what you're doing because you're kind of stuck in this trap. And again, whether you own a traditional business or you're a professional who makes anything over $30,000 a year, you know what I'm talking about, because you feel like you can't quit your job because you feel like you're stuck in this trap. And again, I'm going to tell you, it's not your fault. It's what we all do. A lot of us get involved in businesses for the idea that we want to be free, but the business model, the strategy that you're building just doesn't work. So being in a private equity, I wanted to build my own business. I knew that that's not the crap that I wanted to deal with. I did not want to build a business where I became a slave to my own business. So what we did, we took all the best parts of a proven model. So what's the best business model out there? Franchise model. I love franchise models because they're proven. They've been around for a long time. And like a McDonald's or a Subway. But the challenge is taking that model with dealing with all the headaches and the hassles, and it's like cost to start up is like $100,000 or more. What if you could take a traditional business model like a franchise model and put it online, where you get all the systems set up, where it's automated, outsourced, and you don't have to deal with freaking employees, you don't have to babysit them, and you're talking about being able to make a 50% profit margin or higher because you're no longer having to deal with physical products. You're dealing with digital products. So what we did is we took all the best parts of what I would consider a franchise model. We built it online, and I think we have what's known as the best system that's out there. So why is it best? I'm out here in Dallas visiting my family. It's a Monday. I'm watching this beautiful sunset, and guess what? Money's hitting the bank on a regular basis. So let me tell you what I'm looking for. I've mentored now over 24 members this year to make over $100,000 a year. What I am seeking are professionals. If you have a job, you make over $30,000 a year, or you're a business owner. That's who I want, because every single person I have in that category has been successful in our business, made over 100K easily. And a lot of them are making over $250,000, even to 7 figures a year. Here's the key: working less than 20 hours a week and using the automation and doing things online. So if that's you, go ahead, and you're going to find a link out here. Click on it. It's 2017 coming up. I'm looking to mentor 50 people to get them to 100,000 plus higher. If that's you, go ahead and apply, because I've got the success stories. I can show you tons of stories from people who had sales jobs and were expendable. They started doing this business, made $84,000 in the first 4 months. Somebody who had an oil and gas job, whose industry went down, their boss called them, said they were going to go from making $100,000 to $33,000. They made $50,000 in the last 2 months in our business, all the way to someone started literally last month, made over $34,500. The business model works, guys. It's online. They're spending time with their families. They started with the end in mind. So here's the best advice for you. Always start with the end in mind. Build a business model. If you wanted to have time freedom, build a business model that truly gives you time freedom. Not all these other ones that promise you that it's going to do that, but one that delivers on it. So if that's you, click on the link below. You're going to go to my website. You'll see the testimonials. We have a web class that you could sign up for, and you guys will see exactly how it can benefit you, benefit your family, spend the time with the people that you love, and really make the kind of income that you truly deserve to make with the time that you want to be able to do it in, okay? Love you guys, appreciate you. Here's a beautiful sunset to watch out in Dallas. This is Dallas, Texas, believe it or not, folks. Before I head out back to Laguna, California, my homeland. This is where I grew up, but Laguna is definitely home. Take care, you guys. Love you, bye.